Hey, welcome everybody to a special Happy Mother's Day episode. So happy Mother's Day and happy Mother's Day to the first time Mother's Day. The importance of motherhood goes beyond blood. Just giving birth makes you a mom, but putting somebody above yourself and putting their needs ahead of your own and sacrificing everything that you can to make sure they have what they have, that's motherhood to me. And Barbara absolutely brings that to me. So I'd just like to send a special Mother's Day greeting to my mother, Barbara. I love you. Happy Mother's Day. And what do you have to say for your mom?
I don't want to cry. My mom right now, she's taking care of Olivia down the stairs. If you hear random noises, that's the two of them. My mom raised me as a single parent, and it's kind of like a very strong statement to say I wouldn't have it any other way, because I would not be me, and I would not be the person I am if it wasn't for how she raised me. So good and bad, I mean there's barely anything bad, but to me she's one of the strongest people that I know, and I'll always be grateful for that.
So happy Mother's Day. So now, some questions for the new mother.
Great. He has a script, and I did not have a script, so.
All right, so how has your first year of motherhood gone?
Did you hear her? Just like that.
So, was there anything that you were deathly afraid of before becoming a mom
Giving birth.
that now you're realizing it wasn't so bad?
Giving birth. And then, yeah, the whole giving birth process, because I remember when we were at the hospital, you were wearing the exact same shirt. My brain just automatically went into autopilot. And you know what? You gotta do this. You know, it's game time. You gotta show up. You know, there's nothing else you can do. The baby is coming. So I don't think I ever even felt any fear aside from the epidural. But when it happened, it was just, all natural. For me, anyway. It was a C-section. It wasn't natural birth. That's what I'm trying to say. But it's, it's game time, So
it might have been the drugs.
Might have been the Pitocin, the Cytodol, the epidural.
So was there anything that you thought that was going to be easy about motherhood that now you're like, nope, definitely not?
Oh gosh. So I thought, I don't even know, have I become more patient? I thought putting a baby to sleep will be easy, but not with this one. Or I thought once you say no to her, she'll understand it right away and not try to. I think my daughter tries to get on our nerves on purpose, try to see what she can get away with.
And we'll talk about it more in her 12-month update about what she does, but she is definitely aware of being naughty.
Yeah, she's super naughty. I thought it was like, hey, no, pow. You try to say, hey, I'm gonna pop your hand or something, and she just keeps doing that. To me, I thought babies would be like, oh, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna do it anymore. But this one is, she's very challenging.
She said, surprise.
Mm-hmm.
All
Takes
right.
after the dad.
If you could tell yourself one thing about being a mother back when you were pregnant, what would it be? Like if you could go back to before you gave birth and told yourself one piece of advice, what would it be?
I think I'm doing it as much as I can anyway. Can I have two things?
Yes.
I've told this to him, and every time I say it to him, it's like, hey, I'm enjoying this phase. I said it to her when she was 3 months old. I said it about her when she was 8 months old. I'm gonna cry. But just enjoy every day that you can. Can you cut this? I don't know, it just goes really so fast. It goes by so fast. It just, every moment that you can, enjoy that phase where, you know, they're looking for you. The washing the bottles, you think that will never stop, and then now she's gonna be transitioning into sippy cups soon. And also, ask for help when you can. Recognize that you have a great support with you, and don't try to do it all, because you can't do it all. You're just making everybody else pay if you try to take it all on, you know. So recognize that sometimes you do need help. Just because you're the mom doesn't mean you have to take on everything that has to do with the baby. You need rest too, because if you can't be the best you, then everybody suffers.
So I've said it before, and I'll say it again, at least for me, the old adage of family first means a multitude of things. So for me, family first is making sure that your family has everything that it needs.
Yeah.
So that might not necessarily mean, oh, I don't work this, or I won't do that because my family needs time. Well, you know, your family needs a future too, and part of that is working. Thankfully I haven't experienced it at all with Olivia, because, you know, I work from home now, so I have the opportunity to see her. But with my other kids, I didn't. I was in the military, I was deployed all the time. I barely saw any of them growing up. Yeah, it sucks, but I don't feel guilty because I knew I was providing a future for them. So, and completely understand where Izzy's coming from that feeling. And some of you might feel that way too, but just remember what's important to you, of how you put your family first, is what matters. So, you know, there's just as many kids who have a parent there at all times that don't have a future set up for them either. So is that more being there for your kids than providing for their future? So just my 2 cents, or my thought on it. Completely understand the feeling, but you know, just because you don't see her all the time, you're building a future for her.
Yeah.
So the things that she has, the ability to do things, I think those are going to be a longer lasting memory, or at least a better success at
Plus,
life.
since it's a Mother's Day special that we're doing, right? We're sitting in a special chair and all that good stuff. You know, I grew up seeing my mom climb the ranks, and, you know, she was always in her power suit, and she had her little briefcase and all that stuff. And I admired it, and I was like, you know, one day I'll be like that. And, you know, hopefully maybe one day Olivia will want to be like mommy or daddy or something. But it was something I definitely aspired to be. I was like, hey, I'm going to be an independent person, you know, outside my family. I'm going to have my own identity. And it's something that is super important to me as well. And the guilt is always there, you know, and sometimes it affects me at my work, where I would just be watching the camera, and I'm like at work late at night, and then I come, I see, you know, we have an outlet app where I could see her sleeping in her crib, and then, you know, there's like a little bit of bitterness there, like, oh, my daughter is asleep and I'm still here at my desk. But I don't think I'll ever get over it, but I hope I carry it better this year.
All right, well, happy Mother's Day to everybody. Thanks for dropping by for a quick little Mother's Day update. And
I hate that I cried.
And the next video will be the season finale, the 1 year
Oh my gosh.
birthday of Olivia. So thanks, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.